Shalom and welcome to Branch of Israel. This is Rabbi Roger coming to you from God's beautiful country, Israel. Throughout history and even today, there are many false doctrinal beliefs, and it does not necessarily apply to the church. For example, we have the New Age movement, Universalism, Hypergrace movement, and even the gifts are not for today. Well, we really have to know the Word of God, but also have a loving relationship with Him and know Him very well to the point we know His voice. Yet so many do not know Him because they choose to believe the voice of the pastor instead. Why is that? Abraham came from a home of an idol worshiper. Moses was raised as an Egyptian. Paul could have been one of the greatest sages of our Jewish heritage today. But what stopped them from thinking like the world? These three men decided to go against the flow and against the teachings of man because they chose to have a heart after God. They chose to follow after the one who they saw and realized is the real God. The one who would not necessarily give them a better life on this side of heaven, that is, but a life that would help to change the way the world thinks. As long as there is a devil, there will always be lies and false doctrines of man. Hitler stated, if you tell a big enough lie and tell it frequently enough, it will be believed. This is not a new concept. He just used it to help exterminate the Jewish people. However, there are people who grew up with the thinking, you are stupid. You will never amount to a hill of beans. I do not want you. I wanted a boy. Today, people have received the absolute lie that they look like a girl or look like a boy and maybe should have been one. Some believe they have grown up thinking that they are worthless and no good. These are lies from the pit of hell, and I will tell you this right now, God never once said that about you. If we are truly made in His image, and He knew us in the womb before we were born, what gives you the right to think differently? After all, Paul wrote in Romans 9:20 and 21, but who do you think you are to second-guess God? How could a human being molded out of clay say to the one who molded him, why in the world did you make me this way? Or are you denying the right of the potter to make out of clay whatever he wants? Doesn't the potter have the right to make from the same lump of clay an elegant vase or an ordinary pot? If you truly feel this way, then repeat this prayer after me. Father, forgive me for my thoughts and doubting you. You created me just the way I am for a purpose and a reason. I forgive myself for choosing to accept and receive the lie that I am something less. I choose to forgive all those who have spoken these curses over my life. In place of these lies, I receive. Now wait on Him and He will tell you what He has for you. For more teachings and information, visit branchofisrael.com. That's branchofisrael.com. Again, this is Rabbi Roger coming to you from Israel, and thank you so much for listening. Lehitraot, goodbye, or see you again.